Welcome back. Now what we need to do is that we need to work on this search bar. So if user searches for a product, for example here in the products, if user searches for a product by name, we need to return all products that have that name. For example, if I say here shoes, we need to display here only shoes. So let me work on this. So the first step that we need to do is that we need to open up remember in the header, actually in the navigation, here in the navigation we have this input. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to, here instead of using this input, I'm going to create a button. I'm going to say button, and then this button is going to have a type submit, and class I'm going to say btn, and inside that button I'm gonna remove this input, and then inside that button I'm gonna here say I, and this I am gonna give it a font awesome class. I'm gonna say FAS, FA FA search, FA search. Actually, this should be FAR, FAR search. Let me now refresh, and here we will have this button. So we need to remove this search button from here. Let me now refresh, and we should have only one button, only one icon. And before the icon, we need the input. So let me return the input. So we had here the input. Let me return the input. So remember we had the input. So this is the input. Let me copy the input. Let me add the input here, and then copy the I inside the button. So this is how it's going to look like now. This is how it's going to look like. So we have this button, and we have here the search area. So now let's work on this. The first step that we need to do is that we need here to say, in this form, we need to say action and method. So the method is post, and the action is gonna be search underscore products.php. And in the search, I'm gonna create a new file here called search products.php. And the code is gonna be similar to get products. It's gonna be similar to this one, to get products. So I'm gonna copy the code from the get products, and then I'm gonna paste it in the search products. However, the only difference is that in the bottom here, we need to change this SQL command. So instead of saying select all from product, we need to keep this. We need to say select all from product. However, we need to say where product name is equal to question mark, and then we need here to say stmt2, and then bind param, and then what we want to bind is that we want to bind the search text here, because we want to get products that match this search word. For example, if I say here shoes, we want to get shoes. So we need to get this word from this input. And to get this word from this input, we need to get it from this form. So from this form we need to give this input a name. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to say name is equal to, the name is going to be equal to search, just search. Let's say search input, and this button, you can give it a name as well. You can say name search button, but it's not important because I'm not gonna use it anyways. Here we need to get we need to say search underscore input is equal to post, and then search input. and we need to pass it here. We need to pass it here. We need to say S and then comma and then search input, and then we need to append to it from the end. We need to append the the question mark, and at the beginning we also need to append the not the question mark, the percentage. The percentage. So what does the percentage mean? The percentage, these two percentages mean that any product that has the word shoes in it will be returned. So for example here, let me go to the product. Now in the product page, in the product database, in the product table, if you search for shoes, I'm gonna get the first row, I'm gonna get the fourth, and I'm gonna get the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 11th, the 12th, because all of these rows or all of these products have the word shoes in them. So this is what these percentages will allow you to do. These percentages will allow you to get products that have this the keyword that the user searched for in them, and then after that we just need to after we use this search underscore product.php, we just need to return. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to get the code from the products, from this products. I'm gonna copy the code, and then I'm gonna paste it here at the top. I'm gonna paste it in the search products. However, I'm gonna remove this part. I'm gonna remove get products. I'm gonna remove this part, and I'm gonna move this code. I'm gonna move this code to this area. Above the form. So I'm gonna move it above the form here. I'm gonna paste it here. We need that code here. And that's it. We need this code. Let me push this code. Open it, and then let me just give myself some space. Let me return this like this. Let me here return this a little, and that's it. Let me now save, and let's head on over to the browser to test. So now in the browser, let me here refresh, and let me here search for something. I'm gonna say shoes. So if I say shoes and if I click on search, here we have an error. It says fatal error, uncaught error, cannot pass parameters to by reference in line 62 in search products. So in line 62, here in line 62, we have a problem. So the problem here is that here what we need to do is that we need to say str val, and then we need to pass everything inside that val, and we also need to say select all from product where name, instead of saying is equal to, we need to say like question mark. This is gonna let us search for that product. Let me now try one more time. So now let me go back to the home page, and from the home page or from the products page, let me go to the products page and let me search for shoes. So here I'm gonna say shoes, and then I'm gonna click on search, and as you can see we will get only shoes. And in the second page, but the problem is that here it says undefined index. The reason for this error is because we need to keep that, we need to check whether the user clicked on this button and keep this value. And to fix this, we can here, we can say here at the top, we can add if statement. We can say if here, if the button was clicked, which is the button was if is set, and then post and then search btn, then we need to execute this code. We need to execute this code. Else what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna say header, and then uh, I'm gonna take the user to another page, or we can uh, we can keep the user in this page so that we can get the other product, the normal products. So it's up to you whether you want to do this, or you can here say else. We can say include, and then here we can say include what? Include get products dot php. So let me now check here. Let me refresh, and here in case we have, let me try one more time. Let me say here shoes. So if I say shoes and if I search, I'm gonna get shoes, and it will not display this error anymore. So the error will be gone, and we will be able to search. And by the way, here in case of search, we don't have to apply the pagination. You can apply the pagination, but in case you have a lot of products, of course you need to apply pagination. If you don't have so many products, you can remove the pagination, or you can increase the number of products per page. You can say, for example, 5. So in case of search, now in case of search, we can say here shoes, and if I click on search, I'm gonna get 5 here shoes. If I say bags, I'm gonna get here nothing. So let me say bag. So I'm gonna get bags. As you can see, I'm gonna get here only bags, and it works successfully.